Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm just going to be showing you a tutorial of Overwatch. And first we'll start off by the heroes. So this is Anna. Say hello to Anna, everyone, the classic grandma. So she has this thing called a biotica grenade that heals people. And guys, if you're like a pro that's in Grandmasters, you shouldn't be watching this because this is for noobs. And I don't know how to play Overwatch because basically this whole channel is going to be mainly about Overwatch. Sometimes I'll be doing other gameplay if you want, but you know. So, she has a sniper that that you could, yeah, the biotic rifle that you could heal people with. And also she has a nano boost, which can like make a player. Oh wait, no. Sorry, mess up. So I talked about the biotic rifle. That so it's a long range rifle that heals allies and damages enemies, and then you could press L2 to zoom in, cause like it's a sniper. So the sleep dart is like literally like a little pistol that shoots out a sleep dart, and then it's puts the enemy to sleep for a short amount of time. Then you could and there is a way to wake someone up with the sleep dart, is by just damaging them. It will wake them up. And then the biotic grenade is a grenade that heals people and also does damage on enemies. And then finally, the nano boost.
Biotic grenade, when you use it on an enemy, they can't heal.
Yeah, they can't do any certain type of healing or self-healing. And then the nano boost is the ultimate ability, which can increase an ally's damage. Okay. Next character, we have Bastion. So this is Bastion. Say hi to Bastion. He's a little robot guy. Okay, see ya. And he has a sentry mode where he could like turn into yeah, he could turn into like a giant turret like that. And then this is his gun. It's just a gun. Okay, and then he could hold L2 to heal himself, to like repair his stuff and stuff. And he also has the reconfigure. Yeah, when you could switch between the weapons. And finally, his configuration tank is when he turns into a tank, basically, and he has a very, very powerful cannon, like that. And and he destroys people. Yay! Okay, now next we have the Asian Diva. She has fusion cannons, which is a short range automatic, which has no ammo. It has limited ammo. And when she dies, first of all, so she's in a mech, and she basically has two lives. One is her diva mech life, and her second life is her actual human form life. So she goes in this mech, and so like basically when you self-destruct, which is her ultimate ability, you so the mech turns into like a giant explosive nuke thing like this. Hold up, right in the Torbjorn's face, and there we go. Boom, and it kills everyone. And then this one is when when your mech dies and you launch out of the mech, you could call down and get a new mech. So And this is the boosters, which like you could fly around for a short amount of time in the direction you're facing. And then the defense matrix is when you block projectiles in the area you're facing. So you could also block alts, which are ultimate abilities. These guys. And then the eject is when you launch out of your mech when it's destroyed, like this. This is basically what. See, look, that's what happens when you launch out of your mech. And now the next character is Genji. Genji the Asian, another Asian guy. Okay. Now we're going to the hero. So yeah, shurikens, which you could throw, and you could throw 3 at a time. Then his ultimate ability is a dragon blade, which is a giant sword. And then his deflect is basically what it says in the title. It deflects incoming projectiles that are coming to you. And the swift strike is a rapid dash that you could damage on your enemies. And then the cyber agility is when you could climb on walls and double jump, like this. And double jump. There we go. And then now Hanzo, his brother, he's like totally different. He has a storm bow, which just is an arrow. And you guys probably saw me play this in my first video, and in my last one. And then the dragon strike is launching a deadly dragon spirit that literally devours enemies as it goes through. Now the scatter arrow is literally an arrow that splits into even more arrows, like this. Like that. And then the sonic arrow lets you reveal enemies if you would like. So for example, if you like shoot a wall, you could see them through it, like that. And then the wall climb is just wall climbing, basically. You can't double jump with Hanzo, so. Now Junkrat, he has a frag launcher, which like shoots bouncing explosive projectile little bomb thingies. And then his rip tire is his ultimate. He literally like sends out a tire and it explodes people, like that. You get to control it too, so. And then when you kill them all, you're back to your normal self. So your concussion mine is a mine that you could place by using L1 and then detonating it with L2. And the steel trap is basically a trap that traps people. Trap. And then the total mayhem is when like, wait, what? Oh yeah, total mayhem. When someone kills you, you drop your bombs and then it does damage to enemies, so it could kill people. So now Lucio, he's a healer. Oh, I completely forgot to. Okay, this is a healer, defense, tank. Okay, hold on. So there's 4 categories: tank, healer, offense, and defense. Ana's a healer, Bastion is a defense, Diva's a tank, Genji is a, offense, and Hanzo is defense, and Junkrat is defense, and Lucio's a healer. So he basically has this like little gun. A gun, yeah, it's basically a gun. Every single character has a gun, except some characters. Oh, wait, actually, do all characters have a gun? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah, except Reinhardt. Yeah, except Reinhardt, I think. I don't know. If someone else has a gun, I mean, if someone else doesn't have a gun, you could just place it in the comment sections below and let me know. So he has a sound barrier, which makes like it gives you more health and shields your enemies for a short amount of time. And then, yes, that's a gun. It's an electric gun. Crossfade is when you could switch to healing and speed boost. Yeah. When you could switch from healing to speed boost. So healing, you could just heal your teammates, and speed boost is when you speed boost your teammates and speed boost yourself. You could also heal yourself too. Now, amp it up is basically so when you use your crossfade, you put it onto healing, and when you're low health, you amp it up, and it makes you heal faster. And same with speed boost. When you use speed boost and you amp it up, you go faster. Now the sound wave is basically when you move someone aside, like boop them. And then the wall ride is when you get to like wall ride like that. Slide on walls and stuff. And you could do epic parkour with it. Now McCree is a cowboy. So he has the his gun is called the Peacemaker, and this is his revolver. And then he could also has another yeah, you could also do that with your revolver too. And the Deadeye is his ultimate, which and he could, if you wait like a certain amount of seconds, you can instantly kill someone. And then the combat roll is when you roll in the direction that you're moving in. And you instantly reload to full ammo. And then the flashbang is when you stun someone in front of you. Now moving on to May. Let's build a wall. I don't know how to pronounce that, but endothermic. Oh, I just said it. Never mind. So this is a short-range spray weapon that freezes people, like this. And then you freeze someone. And then this is a long-range icicle launcher. So, like, everyone that plays May, they freeze someone and then they use the long-range icicle launcher. So Blizzard is when you launch a weather-controlled drone that freezes enemies in a wide area, like this. And it freezes everyone. The Saya freeze is when you become invulnerable and heal yourself in like a little iceberg thingy, like this. So when someone damages you, you heal in your little iceberg. And your ice wall is when you create a giant wall in front of you. And yeah, this is why I literally said let's build a wall. When I showed you May at the start. Mercy is a healer. Oh, okay. Offense, defense, healer. Okay, let's move on. Dude, I wonder how long this video is gonna even be. So this is a healer. She could heal people, and she could also power boost people, and increase their damage. And she also has like a little pistol blaster thingy, which can kill people, but it doesn't do that much damage. So I don't know really. Okay, sorry. So you probably wouldn't really use it that much. And now the ultimate is the resurrect, which you could revive dead enemies. The guardian angel is when you could like fly towards your teammates. If they're at low health, you could just fly to them and heal them like that. And then the angelic descent is when you fall very slow. So now Arissa is a tank. So she has a fusion driver, which is an automatic projectile weapon, and sadly it slows her down when she shoots. The supercharger is when she deploys a device that increases damage that is inflicted by your enemy allies. By what I say, enemies, allies, teammates. So the protective barrier is when you throw a device that creates a barrier for your teammates, like this. Yeah, and then it could break, and then you. Okay, so this is reduce damage taken from fortify is when you reduce damage that is taken and you cannot be stopped. So basically, if someone ults you like this, Reinhardt ults you, it won't affect you because you're using your fortify. Halt is when you launch a big gravitational ball that can pull you into that could basically pulls you into the ball like this. Okay, Farah is a flying person, and so she has a rocket launcher, which is a long-range explosive projectile weapon. You probably know what a rocket launcher is anyways. So the ultimate is the barrage, which launches a giant storm of like little rockets that will destroy people in seconds, like this. And then the jump jet is when you fly fastly upwards, and then the concussive blast is when you launch an explosive blast to knock back enemies. And then the hover jets is when you just hold to hover. But also it runs out, so you're gonna need to do that, yeah. Oh, and Farah's the offense hero. Reaper's the offense hero too. So this guy, he is yeah, I already said he's the offense, never mind. So he has like this shotgun gun, and his ultimate is Death Blossom, which damage all nearby enemies. It's basically like a fidget spinner. He like spins in circles like that. The Shadow Step is when you teleport to a certain location that you're pointing at. Wrath Form is when you move faster and you become invulnerable and you cannot be damaged. So when you deal damage and when you're at low health, you heal you, which is called the Reapin. Like the old update is like when you used to kill someone and then used to eat their soul to heal you. Okay, Reinhardt is a giant man. Okay, that sounded kind of offensive, but he's a giant metal man in a suit that has a rocket hammer, which is like a giant melee weapon. See, look, it's massive. See, look, it's even bigger than like a character. A hero, just a regular sized hero. And yeah. So the Earth Shatter is when you knock all your enemies down in front of you. So you do like that, and then you all knock them down, and they stand still for a short amount of time. The Charge is when you just charge forward and smash an enemy against a wall. But if like a certain amount of and it instantly kills people besides tanks, because like tanks have a lot of health. Yeah, so the Fire Strike, yeah. And then the Fire Strike is when you launch a fire projectile. And then the barrier field is when you hold to deploy a frontal energy barrier. Like this. Yeah, and then, yeah. It's a pretty strong shield. Roadhog is a fat piggy who destroys towns and robs places with Junkrat. This guy. So he has a scrap gun, which shoots people from short ranges, and it's like spreads out like this. Yeah, it does a pretty good amount of damage. And then this is the medium range. It's medium range spread weapon. Oh. So the whole hog, which is his ultimate, damages you and knocks you back, like that to enemies. And then the chain hook is when you drag a targeted enemy that's in front of you, like that, and then you can kill them dead. And the take a breather is when you just heal yourself, basically. Now Soldier 76, he is a offense hero, and also Roadhog and Bernhardt's a tank. And he has a heavy pulse rifle, which is just basically just a regular gun. And the tactical visor is when you automatically aim your weapon at targets it in view. So it's basically like an aimbot. Yeah. Now the sprint is when you could sprint. Yeah, you just sprint. You move faster. Now he is the only character that can currently do this, so all the other characters just move regularly, except Lucio. He could actually speed boost, but. And the biotic field is when you deploy a field, just like a healing field that heals you and your allies, like this. And the helix rockets are like a big just like a small group of rockets that explosive rockets. So Sombra, she's an offense hero too. She has like a if you guys know what she has like an Uzi, which is an automatic weapon. So her ultimate is EMP when she hacks enemies that she is around. That's around her. I know. She hacks enemies that are around her with her EMP like this. And if you get it at the right time, you could hack alts. Like if you could see the Pharaoh right there, she's gonna alt right in time, and then when you hack, she doesn't anymore. So now the translocator is when you throw like this teleporter thing, and then you could teleport right to it. Now, there's a certain amount of time. As you can see, there's a timer right there, and when the timer runs out, the teleporter isn't there anymore. And now stealth is when you basically become invisible, and you move more quickly, and enemies can't see you, but here your teammates can. So when you hack is when you hack someone and the enemy cannot use their abilities or their ultimates. And you could also hack health packs.
Yeah, so they can go faster than
Yeah. The health pack. Wait. So yeah, you could also pack health packs, but don't worry, your teammates can use the health pack, but your enemies can't. And you can also detect critical injured enemies through walls, which is pretty cool as well. Now Symmetra, she's a defense hero, and oh yeah, she's a support. I don't know why I don't know why I said, yeah, she looks support. And the support is the healer category that I was saying. I just call it healers because I like to. But Symmetra isn't a healer, she's just a support hero. The photon projector is a short range beam that increases damage when you shoot someone with your little laser gun. And if you hold the photon projector, it releases a bit, like a huge, it's not huge, it's just like medium size. It releases a huge, why do I keep saying huge? A medium little fire orb ball that that damages enemies. So she could choose. So Symmetra can choose between two ultimates. Her teleporter, which deploys a teleporter at the spawn and connects to different places around the map that the Symmetra can put her thing in. And her shield generator is a generator that provides additional, it gives you more health, basically. Now the synergy turret is a little turret that does damage to enemies as they walk by. And see, look, the Reinhardt's coming in, and it also slows people down. Now the photon barrier is a little energy barrier that slowly moves forward like that. So you could follow with the barrier and destroy the enemies. Torbjorn, he's a defense hero, and he has a little long range weapon. Now it has like a slow firing accuracy, but so, and his second ability for his river gun is when he launches this little, it's good for short range, but it's if you're far away, then it isn't that good. So the Forge Hammer does damage on your enemies, and you could also upgrade your turret, which I'll get to later. So his ultimate is the Molten Core, which increases your weapon attack speed, and it and you also gain additional health, and the turret upgrades from a level 2 to a level 3. But when it's a level 1, it doesn't do anything. It's just still a regular turret. The armor pack is when you build an armor power up, so you basically collect health. Now the build turret is when you build an upgradable turret, which it's level 1. And if you want to go to level 3, you basically just hammer it, and it gains more health, and it does more damage, and it's more faster, like that. And his level 3 is when your alts, and you could also build a turret faster, like so. And the scrap collector is when you just collect scraps that when you kill someone to gain resources. Tracer, she's an offense hero. Oh, what the heck? Okay, what? She has no pulse pistols that are short range and automatic weapons. Her pulse bomb is when she throws a powerful, sticky explosive that attaches to enemies and does area damage. Blink is when you teleport in the direction you're moving. Yeah, like that. And you only have 3, and don't worry, it loads back in when you use all of it. Now the recall is when you travel back in time to your previous location and health. So if someone damages you, you travel back in time to your previous health. Widowmaker, she's a sniper and she's a defense hero. Her weapon is called Widow's Kiss. Her gun has 2 abilities. It could her first ability is just basically a machine gun, and then her other weapon is a sniper, like this. Infrasight is when you basically can see through walls and see everyone. Yeah. Yeah, wall hacks, and also your whole team can see it too, so they could do that as well. Yeah. So her grappling hook is when you just grapple. When she grapples onto a ledge, and her venom mine is an explosive poison trap that does damage. That poisons and damages people. Like that. Winston is a giant gorilla. Me and my friends call him Harambe. And he has a giant electric gun. And his ult is Primal Rage, is when he gains a lot of health and he could leap into the air. And he drops his gun and he starts whacking people and punches them like this. It's pretty crazy. And then his jump pack is when he just like leaps into the air like that. And the barrier projector is when he deploys a giant little barrier bubble that shoots people. Zarya is, it says here she's the world's strongest woman, as you can see by her giant muscles. And she has a little laser cannon, and she could also shoot little grenade launchers like this. I call them meatballs. And her gravitational surge is when she launches a gravity well that pulls enemies to it. It's like a little black hole. And her barrier is when she could shield herself. And she could also shield her allies like this. Also, when you're wearing your shield, it won't get damaged by ults or yeah. And it breaks the shield and stuff. But so she was a tank and Winston was a tank, and now Zenyatta is a support hero. And our final last character. So he has orbs of destruction. Which is a bunch, he has like these balls, and he shoots them at people.
Sounds wrong.
Yeah, it does sound wrong. Now he could also charge to make all of his balls go on people, and that sounds wrong. And now his Transcendence is when he could heal people, and he also gets more faster. You also become invincible and you can't be damaged. So now the Orb of Discord is when you launch a ball on a person and they increase damage. to the enemy. Now the Orb of Harmony is when you launch a ball on an enemy. I mean, no, not an enemy, an ally, and then you heal them. So guys, this is a hero tutorial, and I hope you like the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.